uh, two balls clashing in a field. This Gladbach, big, strong. Don't know what you're going to get against Leipzig, who are so organised, but they underwhelmed, I would say, midweek. I thought that they would really stamp their authority on the tie against a side who didn't really put up much of a fight, and yet it only ended 1-0. Leipzig at home to Rangers. Now they've got to come back after slipping up last week. They cannot slip up again this week. So it's Gladbach, massive plus 325, and how they love to be the party poopers. Leipzig at minus 130. The draw is at plus 315. Over or under 3 goals, and the over at minus 105. Alex, are we looking at overs here? Because Gladbach and Leipzig, they're going to lock horns.
RB Leipzig are way too short on the money line to play them after the game against Rangers. Yeah, against Rangers, you could say that they had some problems on opening that defense up. Rangers 11 men behind the ball or 10 men behind the ball. 11, including the goalkeeper. They dominated. They were in full control for the entire match there. As I said, Nkunku missed some opportunities. They could have went 2-0, 3-0 up if it wasn't for those missed opportunities. So, but I think that they will be affected by the midweek match. Let's not forget that last week they played Union Berlin, beating them in the cup. After that, they lost to Union Berlin in the league. They can't afford to drop points. That is another issue for them right now, with Freiburg just 2 points behind them. But as you said, Gladbach can score and mostly have the quality to score, not only can score. So instead of playing Leipzig on the money line, I think that this is the most. This is very risky. If you want to back Leipzig, don't back them at this price. Check the goals market. The goals
you've
market.
got
I
to.
think that, check the goals market here because Gladbach are awful at the back, but they can score goals. RB Leipzig are affected by the European commitments. They will concede, in my opinion. So goals all the way. Go with that.
Kev, I've got Gladbach to score twice at plus 170. I've got Leipzig to score twice at minus 150. That's like not even in the same sphere, right? Let me just give you this. Leipzig, semi-final of the Cup last week, beat Berlin. It was a really, really tough game. Then they have to win at home against Union Berlin, and they get beat. Then they've got a semi-final at home to Rangers that they've got a chance to go and put a show on and really make this a one-legged tie. They look mentally jaded, not physically. They look mentally jaded. And why I mean that is they're taking 2 and 3 touches when a few weeks ago they did it in 1. There's not so much movement off the ball. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like they're trying to be too careful. It's almost like the occasions now are just starting to get to them.
Yeah, I think it's more that. I think actually, I don't think it's necessarily mental tiredness. I think it's a massive occasion. I mean, let's not forget, this is a group of players that has been to cup finals, but it hasn't been, it's played a Champions League semi and it didn't work out against Paris. And this is they're not used to playing semi-finals. They're not used to playing in big European games. They're getting used to it, but it's still a young club. It's still a group of players that largely is quite young still. But I actually look at this the other way. And I get what you mean about the money line being a bit short. And the way I would do it personally is to back Leipzig to win and over 1.5 goals in the game or something like that. Get that up towards evens or maybe above, because I think they will win this game. They've been to Leverkusen, they've won. They've been to Dortmund, they've won. They've been to Bayern, they've given them a hell of a game. Gladbach are nowhere near that quality. Nowhere near. They've got nothing to play for. They've got numerous players who are looking at the exit door. And I thought they looked really gutless in that second half at Freiburg last week. And I think it just shows you what they've been all about this season, which is a lack of mental strength, a lack of organisation. And I just think Leipzig are going to pick them off. So the way I would do it, I agree. I would never back a team on the money line at minus 130. It's way too short to just
especially away from home against the Gladbach side who can perform.
Yeah, but don't. They
No.
almost always don't, and I think I kind of moved away from that idea a while ago that they can perform. They just don't. And look, they might do, but I can see Leipzig winning this. So I think if you're going to go down that route, I agree with Alex about goals. I can see that. But I think if you're going to go down that route, I'd look to combine a Leipzig win with a goals bet and maybe go Leipzig to win an over 1.5 in the game, Leipzig to win over 2.5 in the game, something like that. That's the way I would do it.
Wow. Okay, let's have a little look at the official picks, though, because there is only one of us that's gone for the official. He's actually put his hand in his pocket. It's both teams to score an over, known as the Alex Classic. So over 2.5 goals at -110. Remember.